Hey y'all, TeannaBReading here and welcome back to my channel. I know you're probably like, girl, we started seeing this outfit, but I have like 6 book reviews to film today and I'm gonna knock all these videos out before I leave this room. So here we are, another book review. I waited for this book on Libby for months, y'all. For months. So we're gonna review it. It's called One Summer in Savannah. It is by an author named, I hope it's Terah. Terah Shelton Harris. 460 pages long. I read it last month in July. I rated it I rated it 3 out of 5. I got some stuff to say about this book. We're once again, I'm making sure I say this in case I forget to put the trigger warning. There is trigger warning. SA is mentioned. If that is a trigger for you, please click off. You should be gone by now. Okay? Okay. Summary. It's been 8 years since Sarah Lancaster left her home in Savannah, Georgia. 8 years since her daughter Alana came into this world. Why am I reading like this? Like, I don't know what a comma means. Let me zoom in. Following a terrifying SA that left deep emotional wounds, Sarah would do anything to forget. But when Sarah's father falls ill, she's forced to return home and face the ghosts of her past. That's a lot of S's. Don't talk about me in the comments. This book was highly rated, but I got some to say about this book, y'all. I got some stuff to say. My thoughts. The book wasn't bad, but I was certainly disappointed. Y'all gotta remember, I waited months for this book. Because it was always on hold on Libby. I waited months for this book. The author spent too much time trying to make readers feel bad for Daniel's... Let me put a disclaimer out. I said it in another book review, but just in case y'all don't watch all my book reviews, I review as I read. So I stop and take notes as I read, okay? And then I'll go back and plug in here and there. But y'all are getting my raw, authentic thoughts now. Like, y'all are getting the stuff I wrote down as I was reading. So there is no cleanup. It just is how it is. The book wasn't bad, but I was certainly disappointed. The author spent too much time trying to make readers feel bad for Daniel's raping ass. Daniel is the person who SAs Sarah when they're like 18, 19 years old. In the book, he ends up in prison because she does report him. Thank God. She does report him. He gets like 10 years, I think, in prison. In the book, though, we're constantly told about how he's changed his life in prison. We're constantly told about, oh, he didn't mean to do it to her. He just was sad because their sister died. Like, him doing what he did is, like, justified throughout. Or the author tries to justify it throughout the whole book. Like, she wants us to, like, oh, it's okay to him. It annoys me. He also ends up with cancer while he's in prison. And I don't give a fuck about him having cancer. He's a rapist. He's a rapist. He raped someone and lied about it. They grew up in a small town. This whole town is calling Sarah all kind of liars. This whole town is telling Sarah she was wrong for getting him sent to prison, essentially. She was outcasted, which is why she moved away to have the baby. And he gets redemption. He never admits it until he's like basically on his deathbed. He never admits it. He lets his mom ride around town calling Sarah all kind of hoes and hussies and flussies and russies. He's in prison still claiming to be innocent. He's in prison. In the book, everyone keeps telling Sarah to get over it, which is completely inappropriate. Because she has a child, everybody has this idea, you need to get over it and tell that family they got a kid out here. And she's like, that family attacked me. After he did what he did and I pressed charges, the family, aka his mama, dragged her through the mud. And the book is like, Sarah's family, her people, are telling her she needs to get over it. Jacob, who is Daniel's identical twin brother, is basically telling her, like, you need to tell my brother he got a baby. I'm not going to tell y'all how Jacob found out about the kid. Y'all can read about that. But he's like, you need to tell my brother. You need to tell my mama. He finna die. He seems like he's sorry. And it's just like, I said, Jacob and Sarah being together is weird because he looks just like Daniel. What else did I say? No amount of love can make me crazy enough to choose to be in a relationship with my rapist, identical twin brother. In the book, we are told that Daniel and Jacob look exactly alike before Daniel goes to prison. They look exactly alike. And even with Daniel being in prison, they still look alike. They just don't look as identical as they once did. But Sarah tells us they look exactly alike. And I don't understand. I feel like if you do that to me and you have a twin, I'm going to look at that twin and see what you did to me. Because it's the same face. It's the same body type. We're told that they are, when I say identical, we're told that they're identical physically. What about that makes you attracted to him? It's like the whole book, Sarah is just like dumping her trauma back on herself. And it's just like, why would you put yourself through that mental Olympics? I just feel like this book does not do a good job of giving Sarah a happy ever after. It doesn't do a good job of giving Sarah the peace that she should have after what she experienced and continues to experience with her daughter. Because I can imagine it's enough to have to look at your daughter every day and she's a great mom. And I could imagine that takes a lot of effort because of how she got here. At no point in the book do I feel like she gets to breathe. And I'm disappointed because I waited so long to have this book available to me. Eventually, Jacob and Daniel's the rapist, their whole family who is living, so Daniel, Jacob, and their mama, they find out about Alana, who is the daughter, and I feel like the whole family does nothing but compare her to Naomi, who was the sister that died. The whole book, it's never a situation where they are getting to know Alana just for the sake of getting to know Alana. It's like them getting to know Alana, and then it's like, oh my gosh, she looks just like Naomi. Oh my gosh, she talks just like Naomi did at her age. Oh, I gotta be close to her because she looks like my sister. But it's never a situation where they are getting to know her because they want to get to know her. I don't know, the book just pissed me off. I'm gonna be honest, the book pissed me off. I was so mad that I read it. The writing was great in terms of the style, but the book itself pissed me off. I won't recommend it to nobody. I'm mad that I saw it and thought it was going to be great. Anywho, I have nothing to say about this book. I'm going to keep this one short because it's a very sensitive topic, and there was no amount, I just feel like there was no amount of joy for the victim in this book. There was no, and it wasn't for lack of trying. It was because the author decided to ingratiate her into her predator's family, all under the guise of, oh, but he has cancer now. Oh, but he was sad because his sister died. And it pissed me off. So whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff down below. If y'all read this book, tell me what y'all thought about it. Whatever. Bye.